Hey YouTube, it's me, Hyper Viper, here to talk about punk rock records from the 70s and the 80s and a little bit of the 90s. These are my rarest or most expensive according to Discogs.com. Ta-da! I bought this, not worth that much, but this is the most I've ever paid for an album, which is $40. And I really wanted it, and I found it. And this record, Dictators, Go Girl Crazy, came out in 1975. It's only worth about 20 instead of, this isn't actually for sale on Discogs, but it has, it's a promo of some whatever pressing. I'm not that much into that kind of stuff. But anyway, it's on Epic, but it has some really inappropriate songs. It's all a joke, but if you, I would be warned, don't listen to this where somebody is going to be offended. Because they have songs called Back to Africa, Master Race Rock, which are all joke songs, but very offensive in today's climate. You might not want to play this. I had a playlist with this on it, and I had some of the songs. I was like, I can't have people hear me listen to the songs. Silly, but you can't really tell it's a joke. This album rocks, though. If you haven't heard this is, I guess, before punk rock. If 1977 and the Ramones are the beginning, this is where they got the attitude from. These guys is some silly stuff. The wrestling. There's a whole bit about him challenging the listeners of the album or whatever, like a wrestling thing. So, whatever. There's that. There's this. Speaking of the best album, you can just stop right here. Albums. Right here. First Ramones record. This one is a club edition, which means I get it from mail order, I guess. And it is $40. And the first album, 77. Ramones. Has, I think it has a picture sleeve. With his belt. I've seen one of these actual belts. It wasn't his, but, you know, my friend had one that somebody got as a trophy from him. From Joey, Dee Dee. There's the second one. This one's, oh my gosh, I gotta, Rocket to Russia, 77, also 39, that's almost 40. Good enough. Gotta show it anyway, because I don't think this one has a picture slate. It does have an insert with pictures, cool drawings from the guy. Here you go. Lock it, love. So this was the insert. It's like falling apart, so I put another sleeve in there. Okay, there's that. Lots of cool tattoos. As far as I don't have every one of these pictures tattooed on my body already. I do have a Ramones tattoo. Here's another Ramones album. I love the Ramones. Doesn't everyone? I mean, I know. Some people don't. A lot of people don't. That's for them to decide to face it. And oh boy. This one, $50. Woo! 86 Sire. All Ramones albums so far in this Sire. Oh, maybe not this one. No, yeah, Sire. Halfway to Sanity, 41. I don't know if those both have inserts. I think Animal Boy does, has lyrics. This, I bought this on the street in San Francisco for like $1 or under $5. It's a English pressing of First Class Records, $44. I bought it with this album, which I hadn't heard at the time. But I had skateboards and a guitar, and I was like, that looks pretty cool. And then this is like a split album with this band. I guess it's a same band with different singers, but this is the side. Sick Pleasure. This is a good one right here. Where's Sick Pleasure Code of Honor split? $102. I bought this for under $5, like $2, $3 maybe, on the street. Never heard it. And got home, and this has this song. There's a song about riding the bus and killing the Muni driver in San Francisco. So good. Oh my god, classic punk album. If you haven't heard this, it's good. Oh my gosh. Worth a lot of money too, I guess. They repressed it, I think. Or you can get it on CD or just check it out. This, at least, I don't know if it's called I Shot the Muni Driver or something, but it's good. Anyway, moving on. Another influential record on me. I think one of the best punk albums ever. Fear. The album. $59. This is on Slash, 1982. And I guess they remade this and with more metal sound. I haven't heard that, but no need to. This is it has one song that's, when I recorded this to listen to on cassette, Getting the Brush didn't make the cut. But the rest of it is just, let's have a war, beef bologna, I don't care about you, New York's alright. You like saxophones. There's some questionable lyrics like, the primetime TV shows say the middle class are homos, which really is inappropriate these days, but it's, remember it's 1982 and things were different and they were trying to be shocking. They were like, there's a, if you ever seen Decline of the Western Civilization, Part 1, the movie, they're like, last time we played here, there was a riot, and they're like insulting and trying to get the fans to beat them up. And they were on Saturday Night Live and it got banned forever for having people jump all over the place and swearing on TV and being crazy and shocking. Here's another album from the 80s. I just said this one's also on Slash. This is a repress of the 90s, Germs, but it's still worth $50. Did I say that one? Fear the Record's $59. Anyway, this is a repress. They said it. They don't know what year they did the repressing and the second pressings of these and Slash, but it has a barcode. So in the 80s sometime. But yeah, it's a good album too, I think. Some say it's overrated, but whatever. I like it. This. Upright Citizens. I had their, from 1983, this is $55. From Germany. I haven't been saying where all these bands are from, but I guess you figure everybody knows those ones. And I had their more metallic album, and then I bought this one afterwards because I like that one, which I listen to that one now, and I'm like, ugh. But this one's good. And this came out in 1989. Alternative Tentacles. Wrong. I believe 2 bass players. No means no. This is some crazy, this is, I guess, 1989, I must have bought this brand new, so, because it's worth $74. This is some weird stuff, but this punk right here, I'm telling you, they do some crazy music making, these guys. Some weird lyrics, and I'm sure you've heard of No Means No, but if you haven't, you should probably check them out, because at least this album is great. It's a great album. Doesn't really sound like anything else. And if that's the greatest jumping off place if you haven't heard them. But here's Skate Punk album. This came out. Mystic albums, $40. 1985, Archaea. I like these guys. I saw a legendary show. One of the best shows I've ever seen was them in San Francisco. And it was like Wednesday night. And I went and there wasn't hardly any people there. And in the bathroom was there they were hanging out drinking beer, and so I'm hanging out talking to I don't know which guy, but we were hanging out drinking beer, and they went and played, and they were just amazing. It was not packed at all, 50 people at the show, but it was just amazing. I was just yeah, I don't know. There was some other people that were super into it, but the very end of the show, the singer guy just was thanks, vomit, his whole stomach must have just, the whole show just, boom. Professional, I guess, rock and roll. I've never seen anything like it, and it went out into the crowd. Everybody spread out. There wasn't that many people there, so everybody spread out, and he just, it was on TV. It was amazing. I don't know, very memorable of shows that I've seen. But anyway, let's move on. Let's go. If you haven't figured out where I live, anyway, this is one of the first shows I ever saw where they were around the time, maybe before this, but Poison Idea. This is their like funky experimental album, but I like it. This is worth. Where is it? 42, 1987. Alchemy Records. World of Time. Poison Idea. Get a little funky and experimental. Some piano playing. Some some. I like it though, but it might be an acquired taste if you're expecting the super hardcore Poison Idea or the super Nas good Poison Idea of today. I don't know. There's that. I have two of these ones. I didn't know that, but today I was looking through and I pulled up Poison Idea. We'll just put them all out. See how much they're all worth. Because I have a lot of them are represses. These are English. Originally banned in the UK. It's why he's called Ian McKay, or with the butt on the. It's like has some great songs. So this is like prime. This is after that. This came out in that first 1989, and Getting the Fear song about like Manson. It's one of their best songs. They have like a splattered picture disc, which I kick myself. If I see it, I'm gonna get it. But it's like a splattered picture disc. Not a picture disc, but just splattered vinyl. Getting the Fear. There's like 3 songs that are all on this. 3 songs. But anyway, it's worth a lot of money now. I didn't buy it, and I should have bought it when it was brand new. But anyway, I got this one too. Look at that price tag from where I bought it. Can't even see it. Happy Trails, $4.95 used. Somebody didn't like this Poison Idea because they got whoa. This is one of their best. This is their prime, I think. Like after the hardcore, more I don't know, but sing alongy the tightest. Like they were in this. They ruled. They were the kings. Poison Idea. Anyway, of where shows I saw. Anyway, Feel the Darkness, $59. Vinyl Solution. Oh, this album they sold songs, Badge, and something else. They sold Pantera. Pantera plays them, but they're on this album first. If you didn't know that. This is a great album, though. If you like hardcore and sing along, I don't know. I'm sure you've heard of Poison Idea. Check him out. Sure heard of these guys? Turbo Negro from Oslo, Norway. Yeah! I saw them. They were Naked Guy. They're... This had a poster, I think. Maybe it's in the other one. Somebody stole my poster. Oh. Yeah, somebody stole the poster out. It has a naked guy picture of a snake. Maybe I left it. I don't know. That's too bad. But that was worth. This is a repress on colored vinyl. Came out in 202 on BizCore. $44. Ask Cobra had the poster. But I don't know, the naked guy with the snake poster is gone. Bummer. I'm finding that out right here, and I'm shocked, as you can tell. Okay, this one, Apocalypse Dudes, $75. Ask Cobra originally came out in 1996. I saw them, and they played We're a Norwegian Band. That's instead of We're by Grand Funk. Great. But I didn't stay to the end of the show, and my buddy said that the guy, he looked like a 70s dude, like with a polyester shirt and bell bottoms and stuff. So I'm like, but they rocked and they played that, so I remember that part, but I had to leave by the end of the show. And my buddy said he played a recorder out of his butt, but I didn't see that. But this is, because they're from Norway, and where all the Norwegian death metal guys are all paint their face and Satan, burn the church guys, and the only thing that they're scared of is gay people. So these guys, see, there he is right there, 70s looking dude. Yeah, so that's what they're scared of. So they're like songs about being gay and homosexual activity. There's this thing I always think of on this album. There's like, why do American punk rock boys always go out with the little bullshit new wave hooker girls? It's funny. There's all kinds of. I mean, they're kind of silly, tongue in cheek rock. So they took their cues from early Poison Idea and rock. That's what when I went to see the show, people were like, "Oh, you got to see this band. They're from Norway and they sound like Poison Idea. Go check them out." So, yeah, so good. And I'm sure you've heard of them because they were like super big. They were at one point when they reformed and did their. They were like the biggest independent band in the world, I think. But I mean, I don't know what's going on with them now, but. I mean, I saw a crazy show with them where people were getting carried out on stretchers when they came here. Like, it was cool. Because it was so hot and there were seats and people were going, it was, whatever. Neurosis, Word is Law. My buddy got this. This is from in 1987 on Alchemy Records. Ordered, I believe, a cassette of A Poison Idea, maybe War All the Time, and they sent him this instead. And we were like, "Whoa, this is cool! This is cool." This is Neurosis when they were hardcore before they became keyboard Neurosis core. So, but this is good. You know, you haven't heard it? This is something. Controversial band, Screeching Weasel. Oh, did I say how much that one? Neurosis is $42. 1987 Screeching Weasel, $45. It's a repress. I had the original one where it didn't say Screeching Weasel on the top. I sold it. And I bought this one because I love them. I'm whatever. And there's whole stories about them. But anyway, I bought it as a repress, and it's still worth $45, which is crazy. I mean, the other one must be worth even more. I didn't look it up. But anyway, that one is originally 1988, and the green one on vinyl came out in 1992. Then there's this one, Anthems at 46, 1993. I'm just pulling out the ones that were... And then there's another album. Oh, that was Lookout. Here's another Lookout album, which I was really surprised that this is worth $92, 1998. The old Lookout address. They don't know how many really is pressed, but whatever. But this, yeah, great album. If you don't have it, I mean, I'm sure everybody has this, right? If you don't, okay. And then it'll be the first time you hear it, and you'll be like, "Whoa, that's cool." All right, very influential album. Everyone I knew, everyone in the scene back in the day went bananas for that. This 1993, $66, KSK from England, obviously. And just move on to the very end, the last one, which I was kind of surprised at this, but I guess because it wasn't very popular when it came out, or whatever. People didn't hated it. Either they loved it or hated it. I loved it. I thought it was really awesome. The second one, which I thought I had, but I guess I don't. $94. This is 1997 on Geffen. I had this on CD and I played it tons. I loved it. I just sang along. I was a bike messenger and I listened to this and sang it and over again because I didn't, like I said, there was a lot of stuff that was metal. I didn't really like it all that much, but I like this with their new singer, and I saw them on this tour with the new singer and they were still playing old songs, and it was another one of those amazing shows, and I'm happy I got to see them before Famous Monsters came out, which isn't as good, but they were playing. This was either coming out or had come out. Like, I don't think you could buy it yet at the show or something like that. You could buy like a promos or like I don't know. I didn't really check. I didn't have money for that, or was whatever. I wasn't See the Misfits, man. It was cool. Never got to see them dancing, bro. They were one of my faves. And that's going to wrap it up. I guess that's part 1. This is number 14 of and do stuff, and be nice, do blah, blah, blah. Watch my other stuff. Oh, I'm going to tell you that I'm going to, some of these stories and stuff I'm going to be making into music. So if you're interested in that, keep on the lookout, because that's one of my next projects, some original programming. Whoa, what are you doing, dude? Whatever. Wow, you just talk about records. But yeah, that's I do other stuff. Bye.